All right. Okay, I see that. See Facebook. Let's see. Uh, Facebook. Uh, oh, groups. Oh, okay. So like, wait a minute. Where's There we go. Okay, that's live as well. I think we're good. Okay. Audio check, 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 check. Okay. All right. So, let's see. Start. And
Nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one, engage.
Live from TeamBoydTV Studios, it's the dopest live NFL show on the internet, providing the hottest takes, up-to-date news and moves, and the latest NFL reactions. It's TeamBoydTV Live, introducing the bad boys of NFL sports talk, the Raven Shogun, JB, the sage of sports, Glass, and your host, Big Q. It's about to get rough, and it's about to get raw. It's game time. Welcome to TeamBoydTV Live.
what is happening, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy, Big Q, representing Team Boy TV Live, and I'm here. We're gonna try to get this thing in for the second time. Y'all hear me, right? Everything good? I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my fellas. I got my boys with me. Let me go ahead and introduce the Raven Shogun, JB. What's happening?
Yo, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Shouts to all the people and new folks that follow the Arena page. What's up, Glass? Let's go.
Let's do it. And of course, we couldn't do Team Boy TV Live without the one and the only, the sage of sports, the Glass from Glass. Yeah, what's that, the Glass?
What up, man? Man, I'm back here with my brothers here, man. We took a week off, but it's all good. Everybody's healthy and everything. It's all right. So let's go ahead and get this
Absolutely. I want to welcome Seattle Seahawks 5668 is in the building. First one, early bird gets the worm, circle gets the square. Welcome, homeboy. He says, yeah, I'm here for this one. We're talking about the we talking about the NFC West. We're talking about his squad. He said, turn JB and Glass volume up, bro. I can barely hear them. Okay, let me get them back in here. Let me get them in here. There we go. All right, fellas, y'all good? Y'all in?
I can hear you, bro.
All right, let me bring y'all's volume up a little bit. There you go. There we go. All right. So before we get into the fest,
Purposely trying to do that, bro, but it's all good.
no, I ain't purposely trying to do that, man. You know. But anyway, we
Glass, call him out.
we in here for the for this one right here. This one should be good. Before we let's do that volume check that volume check one more time. Seahawks JB Glass, y'all say something.
Yo.
What up?
All right, y'all sound good. Let me bring y'all in a little bit more. There you go.
All right.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. So the first thing I want to do, man, I want y'all to check this out. 'Cause, you know, I always have some type of their volume down hella low. Can hear you just fine. Okay. Yeah. But bring mine down a little bit. Then yeah, I got them up. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I want to make sure I got y'all in here. There you go. Bring y'all volume up. All right. So the first thing I wanted to talk about today, man. Like, you know, I always have a couple stories, and this time, Glass, it ain't what you think. Okay. We ain't gonna do it like that this week. Okay. It's something to say except for one Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones finally had a statement. He finally had something to say, and we're gonna discuss and react to what this right here is. Because I want to get y'all's thoughts on what y'all think he's saying right here. Here we go.
The key word about your question, David, is a word called grace. Grace. That was then 2 years ago. This is now. We have had very, very sensitive times. I don't need to share that we're also embroiled in a very other sensitive time with the challenge and the war literally we're on with the virus. These are very sensitive times. I have nothing to prove as far as where I'm standing with the flag and where the Cowboys stand. I have nothing to prove regarding my players and my support of our players. What I do want to show and want us all to be a part of is a word called grace. Grace. Not only grace in our actions, but grace in our understanding where they're coming from. I want our players to understand the perception and where they're coming from regarding the flag and the sensitivity there and the many memories there. And I want our fans to understand and better do because of what's gone on over the last few months. And want them to understand where our players are coming from there. And they do not feel like that the ones that want to basically do that, kneel, they do not feel like they're dishonoring the flag.
All right, fellas, let's break this down. Okay, because
Q, you're mad loud in my ears.
oh, for real. Okay, let me bring my volumes down. How about this? Am I sounding better?
Yeah, that's better, man.
Okay,
I don't know if I was gonna make it a whole hour with that.
Okay, cool. So let's break this one down. So, you heard what Jerry said, right? And I was gonna start off. I'm gonna say this. I didn't think he really said nothing, Glass. It sounded like
I was confused.
Really, for real, right? It sounded like he was kind of talking in circles. He was saying, well, look, I understand what I said a couple years ago. I'm not really saying that now, but I'm hoping that my players understand that how I feel, and I don't really like the kneeling, but I hope y'all get it. I don't know. What you think, Jimmy? What you think?
Shit. You can't. Hey, it's like a politician talking. You're trying to please both sides, or you're trying not to hurt your brand. Okay.
Right.
You're trying to do damage control. Grace is one thing. I'm not saying allow one side or the other. I think the best thing he could have done was this where he was at with it and not said anything. Because you can't be both. You can't be both. One side is this whole thing is a shock to one side's way of life, and so and another is they're fighting for their lives, trying to bring awareness to something. You just can't please both sides, right? And I think he should have, said where he at with it and let his players be individual. I think that's the best thing.
You know what? That's kind of what I thought he was saying, but it didn't quite come out that way to me. To me, it seemed like he's being pressured to make a statement, and that's why he made this particular one. For the last couple of weeks now, that's everybody's been saying, like, what is Jerry Jones' thoughts on the whole situation? Now, the season is still a couple weeks. It's still a ways away, and we talking about what's going to happen week one with the kneeling and demonstrations and the protests and stuff like that. Why is it important, guys, that we hear from Jerry Jones? Why was this statement so important?
It wasn't important that we heard from Jerry Jones for the first part. Number two, I don't know what the hell he was saying. He still didn't tell me where he stand, even though he said where we stand.
Right.
All right. But I think the Commissioner Roger Goodell made a statement. It should have ended right there. He made a statement. Whatever he said should stay right there. But of course, Jerry Jones is gonna do what Jerry Jones do as always, and he always flip it up. Should have just kept quiet. And I think the fact that the NBA doing what they doing, and I don't know if the NFL is trying to top it, but Jerry Jones is always trying to be in the forefront of everything.
Right.
And sometimes he ain't thinking with his head at the right time. And I think that's where we are right there. He could have just said, you know what, you know how I feel about the flag, standing for the flag, but I do give my players freedom to do what they want to do. Because that's
exactly.
Right.
I mean, So I mean, to echo off that, Glad, I think everybody don't feel the same way, and I'm still one of the very few people that feel like it's somebody that's gonna disagree with you. Some people feel completely different, whatever entails into them coming up with their own opinion. It is what it is. I don't think that you should be lambasted for having an opinion of your own. So he should have his own and not get tied up or hog tied or questioned by people who believe opposite. And he make room for people who got a different opinion. You know,
Right.
whether right, wrong, or indifferent. I just think going all in one way, like they kind of like the NBA did, which I fully support. Just for me, but there's some people that's just feel like they ain't got a really
Well,
no chance in hell of having a different opinion.
Well, you made a good point
Uh,
because I was going to bring up the NBA because the thing that tripped me out about the NBA's demonstration and protest or whatever you want to call it was that there were a lot of people who felt like they were being pushed into that and
right, right,
they really didn't want to do it. So it was a couple players
right,
who chose not to kneel, and everybody was kind of getting on their case because they didn't, and they were black, and they didn't wear the Black Lives Matter. They didn't do all this, and then
right.
over here you got Jerry Jones being pushed in a completely different direction saying, well, I know what I said last time, but I'm not really saying that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Right.
So,
Man,
you know,
listen. Jerry Jones. How old is Jerry Jones?
Jerry Jones is
So,
old. Yeah.
Nah, he got to be in his 80s, man. Hey, just pass this on down to your son Steve, man. Stop playing.
Yeah. Hmm.
I just still think if you gonna bring a collective together, you gotta have you gotta have room for other people to feel different ways about different stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
If you want to have a conversation, you gotta arrange that arena or that platform for it. I'm not saying what's going on is wrong. All I'm saying is that if they wanted you to come out and have a speech about saving redwood trees, and you don't really feel that way, but
Right.
the place you work for and the majority of the people at the place that you work for are talking about redwoods, it's gonna hurt you if you don't. And that's not. I
Right.
don't think that's cool. Just based on freedom of speech alone. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
That's where I'm going with it.
I just thought it was funny because for the first time in a long time, it looked like he was under pressure and that this was a situation that he had no control over. And Jerry Jones is a control freak. He had to control
Mhm.
Right.
everything, and he couldn't control the situation, and they pushed him and backed him into a corner. This last little story I want to get into with you, Glass, before we get into our divisional breakdown, because I know we got people waiting. This one here is kind of caught my eye, and I want to get y'all's fellas thoughts on it. Deion Sanders recently turned down, uh, renegotiating his contract with the NFL Network because they were asking him to take his seven-figure salary and cut it in half. What he did instead was he walked from NFL Network and went and joined Barstool, who was well documented that NFL and Barstool Sports don't really see eye to eye, and they're going to encourage him to go after his coaching gig because that's what eventually he want to be a college head coach. So
Mhm.
here's the thing. This is what I don't understand. Deion Sanders been a advocate for the NFL Network for years, right? He's been like one of their main players. First of all, for them to offer him the kind of money that they offered him, I don't know if I would have been a little bit upset about that at the same time, knowing Deion Sanders' status. But at the same time, he won them kind of cats that you only see, a few months out of the year, and you don't see him no more. So I don't know. I don't know how that money shake down. But Glass, he decided to walk and go to Barstool to pursue his dreams of being a college coach and to have his own podcast and stuff on their network. What you think of? Now, the only reason why I bring it up, and I thought it was interesting because what's my man's name from Speak for Yourself? He did the same thing a few months ago. He went to an independent kind of sports talk network, and so they kind of changing the narrative of how the NFL is being presented. It's not being presented by the big corporation of the NFL. That's why you can't believe nothing that you hear on the NFL Network, right? I don't know.
Right.
Open up a whole new can of worms. So Glass, wait, that's where we at right now. What you think about this one?
Okay. Deion Sanders, I know he ain't hurt for no money, but I don't care if you a millionaire, billionaire, you ain't gonna turn down no money.
Right. Well,
Now, huh?
they said half. They gonna cut his seven-figure salary in half.
Okay, but let's not forget that we're going through a pandemic. Everybody making
Right.
cuts. Now, if he's the only one, I get it. But let me know what the other analysts and other people on the NFL Network, if they're getting cuts, or if they're getting their stuff cut in half.
Right.
Number two, NFL Network must have rubbed them the wrong way because Barstool Sports, what kind of, I mean,
They done blew up over the last couple of
does-
years, though.
I mean, do they get NFL access like NFL Network?
I mean,
That's my question. I mean,
I don't know.
see, that's my thing. It's like I gotta see a little bit more to see what's going on here because when I heard that Deion Sanders left NFL Network, I said, "Whoa!" So I thought he was gonna go to try to get the Florida State University job,
Right,
that
which he didn't get.
coaching job that he wanted. But I didn't know he was trying to go to Barstool Sports, and not knocking Barstool Sports. I like it every now and then, but you made, to me, it's not a lateral move. You made a downgrade. We just got to know the reasons why you made the downgrade.
Right. Well, on that case, JB, Glass say that they taking a downgrade, but I'm thinking if he had stayed at NFL Network and took 50% pay cut, to me that was a bigger downgrade in my opinion. I don't know what you think about it.
Huh? Okay, go ahead.
Well, I when I first heard it, I thought that he felt like, I thought it was like, I'm Deion Sanders. You don't, look at, the stuff that I've done for this platform. People want to hear and see me. I thought maybe he was on that, but then for him to make the move to go over there, it don't make sense. And I don't see how Boston Sports could pay him what a major syndicate network was paying him. I don't think it's about money. I think but the choice to go to Boston is pretty asinine. I mean, look what Steven Jackson and what is his name? The other ball player are doing independently, and they get major exposure just by them doing their own YouTube or their own podcast via Zoom. So, and Deion Sanders will probably generate a lot of follows, a lot of streams. It just makes sense to go to Boston. I think maybe the move to go over there, in short, was to piss off the NFL and Goodell, and it's gonna work.
Yeah, it probably will. But I just look at the narrative that they painting. Because what's the man's name who got the I Am Athlete podcast? It's got Fred. It's got the dude from the Colts. He's on there. The wide receiver. I forget what his name. I don't know why his name was on the tip of my tongue. He's on there. The little dude. The little dude who was on who does Inside the NFL, but it's still as a player. That little young cat. He's on there too. It's like 4 dudes on there, and the old guy. Anyway, they create their own narratives. Like I remember watching the episode that they did after the George Floyd stuff, and the things that they were saying about the NFL, it was just completely off. Like if they were still working for the NFL, they would never say this kind of stuff. So but to see them make these kind of moves, it kind of pulling the wool off the NFL because they've been controlling the narrative for years. That's why they had their own network. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
exactly.
To piggyback off what JB saying, now if that's the case, if Deion Sanders trying to start his own podcast and blow up, I can see that. But he need a partner, just like JB said. I think the
Matt Barnes, and
Steven Jackson, all the smoke. Yeah,
all the smoke.
Love that podcast. So
actually, I do too.
If that's his intent, then I'm all with it. But I got to read behind the lines, see what he's up to.
Right.
I don't know. I just think that for him to go, it's like a B movie. Why would you go over there?
Right.
And the only reason why you would go join something like that is because they feel like you do all of a sudden. Right. They always felt a certain way, in contrast to the league. Now you pissed off. So there's a bunch of sour grapes over there. The money is not there, not for Deion Sanders. That's for Barstool Sports as a whole, and as far as the stuff that I've seen with them, that's the biggest name they ever had associated.
Right.
With.
Oh, absolutely. So it was a win for them. Absolutely. And I just think that Deion be wanting to be the man because he want to be the man. He want to go over to a place where he can be the man. He want to be that big fish in a small pond. And I mean, we have to see how that works. But those were the stories that I wanted to discuss. I felt like that was some good discussion. But that's not what we're here for today. We're here for the NFC West. That's why we got your boy Seahawks 56668 in there. We got the Seahawks and the Niners and the Cardinals and I'm forgetting somebody. You know what I mean? But
Rams, man. It's the
Oh,
Rams, man.
yeah.
the Rams.
The Rams, man.
About the Rams. Yeah, we got the Rams. So,
Come on,
Oh,
Glass.
you
man.
being real disrespectful right
I'm,
about
I'm
now,
not.
man.
No. I ain't trying to do that. What we heading to first to do this? Where we at?
All right, as always, we go from the bottom to the top. So the first team on docket is the Arizona Cardinals. They'll finish the season
Cardinals.
5-10-1.
Hold on, let me see. Cardinals. There we go. I got the Cardinals up here. There we go. All right, cool. Break it down. Let's go.
All right, man. Like I said, the Cardinals finished 5-10-1, 1-5 in the division. Leading passer is Kyler Murray, 349 completions off of 542 attempts for 3,722 yards, 20 TDs, and 12 interceptions. He played all 16 games. He has 40 sacks. Dang.
Yeah.
Leading rusher, Kenyon Drake, 123 attempts for 643 yards, 8 TDs, no fumbles. He played 8 games. Kyler Murray was second. The quarterback is second. That's something to say.
Yeah.
93 attempts for 544 yards, 4 TDs, 5 fumbles. Last but not least is David Johnson, 94 attempts for 345 yards, 2 TDs, and 1 fumble. Leading receiver, of course, is old ass Larry Fitzgerald. And that's a compliment because the oldest man on the team is sitting here still doing the work. 16 games, targeted 109 times for 75 receptions, 804 yards, 4 TDs, 1 fumble. Defensively, top players are linebacker Chandler Jones with 19 sacks, 26 QB hits, and inside linebacker Jordan Hicks with 3 interceptions.
Yeah,
The
man.
linebacker got 3 interceptions.
Mhm.
What's the makeup of this team, man? The quarterback is the second leading rusher. Your linebacker is the top interception. Wow.
It's the Cardinals, man.
It's play calling, man.
Yeah, you know. I don't know.
Play calling, man. Play
Oh,
calling.
okay.
Oh, you done?
Anyhow.
I thought you had more. I thought you
That
had
was
more.
I'm sitting like
I thought you had more. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so this is what we're working with. Seahawks 566 said QU is thinking of Brandon Marshall. Yes, Brandon Marshall from the I Am Athlete podcast, which is pretty good.
Okay.
Dooza Pipes is in the building. What's going on, Dooza Pipes?
What up, Chelsea?
So we talking about the Cardinals here, right?
Yep.
Their coach is what is this third season or is it second season? I can't remember.
Second season.
Second season.
Second season.
Second season.
Yeah. So and then okay, now Glass, look, I know I had said last year during the draft when they drafted Kyler Murray, you know how I felt about it, and I think there was a clip that me and JB got into it about Kyler Murray on that I got on Instagram. You got to go on the TeamBoydTV Instagram. It's a clip me and JB was talking about it, and I think I still feel the same way, even though I watched the dude play. And back then it wasn't a whole lot of tape on him. It wasn't a whole lot of, I was just going on what I saw from the college stuff, and I wasn't impressed. And JB was like, you know what I mean? Now I done had a whole season to digest Kyler Murray, and I still feel the same way. I don't feel like he's an NFL quarterback. I feel like one thing I will say about him though, because of what he was able to accomplish with the team that he had. Look, he got grit. He got some gumption, but I don't know, man. I think they need to figure out something at the quarterback position. Murray ain't it, JB. I still feel like that, bro.
Nobody will be it if your quarterback getting sacked 40 times. I don't care who you is. So he get the benefit of the doubt from me for that alone. So I mean, if you're gonna look at the worst part of the team, it ain't the quarterback if he getting sacked 40 times. So whoever they veteran guard or whoever got traded over there as a veteran, or what if it's injury related, because I'm not real sure. That's if we're gonna critique something, that should be it.
Yeah,
because he didn't throw a lot of interceptions. He didn't have time to. He didn't have time to throw interceptions.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I just felt like his build and his ability, it just ain't built for the program. I'm feeling like maybe he wouldn't have got sacked that many times, Glass.
They still managed to garner up to be the second leading rusher on the team, despite that line, despite that atrocity up front.
Yeah.
To me, that shows you the problem right there. He's doing a lot of running. Number one, I'm not knocking short believes and everything.
Maybe.
I always match him up with Drew Brees, but at least Drew Brees had accuracy. He had a little, he got a little system that he got going that's working.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray just walked up into the league. He don't have that system yet. Number one. Number two, I'm not too hot with that head coach Cliff Kingsbury because he was a losing head coach in college, but he just ended up being an NFL head coach. So there's problems over there they got to fix out. I don't see them doing anything big time anytime soon. Even though they do DeAndre Hopkins right now, that doesn't mean
that's
but that right. That don't mean jack. And listen, let's not discredit the guy threw 20 for 6, man. He ain't run all the time. And wasn't that just that 20 touchdowns or something like that? 6 interceptions, not even a third of his TD production. Come on, they got some credit for that atrocity up front, man. I don't know what they done. They didn't. I don't remember them addressing it over in whatever type of offseason that they had. They brought in another offensive guy that you won't ever get able to get the ball to because you can't block. So there's that.
So why you gonna bring somebody to stretch the field when you don't got no time to stretch the field?
Exactly. Right.
I mean, you got the best wide receiver ever to play in my lifetime on your team, and you don't bring in another guy that come on, that was stupid. So the Cliff might be a problem too, Glass. You might be right.
And then like we just said, the offensive line is the problem, was mostly the big glaring problem. And you go on ahead and draft a linebacker, 2 linebackers, and you got a nose tackle. You still didn't address the problem that you had.
Yeah. So there's that, bro.
All right. So let's look at the schedule here, and let's see where we're gonna put these people at, because this schedule, it don't look super friendly for a team that's struggling the way they're struggling. I mean, I'm just looking at some standouts. Of course we got the reigning NFC champions up there 2 times. You got the Eagles and the Seahawks in there. They got some good pass rush. Well, then there goes some bright spots in that too, Glass. I mean, you got the Charge, or you got the Rams, whose defense ain't what it used to be back in the day. Steve Wright is in the building on Periscope. Look at that. I ain't seen Steve in a long time. What's going on, Steve? So you got that. Jets is in there. Cowboys, Panthers. All right, Glass. Let's break this one down. What you got?
Man, listen. They have a chance the first half of the schedule with Washington Lions, Panthers, Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins in the middle. It's down here after that, man. So I got them. Would they go 5-1? Give them a game, 6-10.
6-10. I'm looking at this here, and I don't even know if I can see 6 coming up out of here, man. Giants, Jets, Lions, maybe. They don't stand a chance against the Pats. I got 4-12, JB.
Nice. What did they do in the division, Glass?
1-5.
Oh shit. All right, so man, you can't go from where you at to something different and another prolific receiver. So I'll give him 1 game just to be, because Pat Peterson over there, Larry over there, I'm hopeful. You add D-Hop, but I'll give you 1 game more than you won last year. No tie, no ties.
Okay.
It's crazy, man, because you didn't unless they improved that offensive line and bolster some defensive players. I mean, bringing in wide receiver, like we discussed there, bringing in a wide receiver ain't really gonna do it.
No.
I don't know. Steve said he got 5-11. That's what he got. That's the ceiling.
Okay.
That he got for him.
Okay.
So
all right.
I ain't gonna argue with that.
You know what I mean?
Then they got rid of David Johnson, right?
Yeah. Well, he was part of that Hopkins trade.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, man.
I mean, how can you not take DeAndre Hopkins for the type of peanuts they put on the table for him?
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. It don't look like they're gonna be making no. And it's sad, man. We say this every year about Larry Fitzgerald, but man, I mean, I hope he at least he put some Hall of Fame numbers together. I hope so. I hope he got something like some trick that he can get him into the Hall of Fame because.
But it's always some stupid that set the Cardinals back when they get close. Soon as they look like they're a formidable team just inside of their division, they do something ridiculous. Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're the New York Jets.
Right. So I said 4-12. Jimmy, you said what? 6-10. And Glass,
Yeah.
you said 16
I might be being a little bit modest there. So, but yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, Glass. So what's the next one?
All right, man. We got the Los Angeles Rams to finish the season 9-7, 3-3 in the division. Leading passer, of course, is Jared Goff. He played all 16 games, 394 completions off of 626 attempts for 4,638 yards, 22 TDs, 16 interceptions. Leading rusher, Ty Gurley. He played 15 games, 223 attempts for 857 yards, 12 TDs, 3 fumbles. Leading receiver is Cooper Kupp. He played all 16 games. Cooper Kupp, that dude. Targeted 134 times for 94 receptions, 1,161 yards, 10 TDs, 3 fumbles. Top defensive players is, of course, the monster defensive end Aaron Donald, 12 and a half sacks, 24 QB hits. Corey Littleton, inside linebacker, 2 interceptions. And you have Marcus Peters and Jason Ramsey on the team. So how that work?
Yeah.
Just saying.
So
It didn't, because we got Marcus Peters, and also Todd Gurley is an Atlanta Falcon now. So that's all should go into your consideration when you break this team down for this year.
Oh yeah. So check this out. Do you guys recall that this team just a few short years ago was competing for the Lombardi Trophy? Can you believe that? This squad right here, who finished 3rd in their division. I'm just saying. I just wanted to point that out. Now, I know that we're having some issues. They had some issues keeping their defense together, right? Our faith was lost in a running back. You know what I mean? So I get that too. You got a quarterback who's a 50-50 guy. You know, I know some seasons he might. You know, he remind me of Carson Wentz, and I know Glass, you got. You know, I don't want to get into it with you about Carson, but that's what he remind me of. He's a 50-50 dude, man. I don't like them dudes, man.
How you gonna match him with Carson Wentz? Carson Wentz was injury prone.
Look, I don't care how you do it.
Wait.
Call it injury, call it skill. I don't care.
Goff had other day he getting overpaid and he's overrated. I'm just saying. That's
got a lot to do with it too. I'm just saying. It's like, I just feel like Carson Wentz and Jared Goff, they're 50-50 dudes. You never know.
Oh, wait. Let me interrupt you real quick. Now, you put Carson Wentz out there who plays for the Philadelphia Eagles, right?
Yeah.
Just want to let you know, Those Are Pipes is an Eagles fan. So you might hear something.
Well, I'm just saying, you got a 50-50 quarterback. It is what it is, right?
Just letting you know.
I think he could have picked a different guy, man. I think he could have. I don't think you can put Goff beside Wentz, man.
Exactly.
Seriously?
Wentz was. No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Wentz was almost an MVP if he didn't get hurt, man.
If he had a 50% chance of being.
Where was Jared Goff?
He had a 50%.
I'm just saying.
It wasn't an MVP candidate.
Nowhere near.
Listen to this though.
His coach would have got more of an award. They were talking about him more than Jared Goff.
So y'all getting ready to start your own franchise, right? The first 2 draft picks, your first 2 people is Jared Goff and Carson Wentz. Do you roll? I mean, I'm not taking either one of those dudes, man. I'm just not.
I'll take Wentz.
Wentz ain't finished nothing that he didn't ever started. Nothing.
Because he was injured, man.
Look, injury is part of the game.
Yeah, whoa, you don't get a horn for that.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't get a horn for that.
Wait. All right,
because if I can recall, no matter the stipulation, Wentz is a Super Bowl champion.
He is a Super Bowl champion, but did he earn it?
And Goff is a runner-up in the game that they choked in. So
listen, I think
Big Q, you sounded like Jerry Jones right now. You said if you start your team and you got 2 choices, you didn't make a pick.
They doing this. They talking about both sides.
Right. So blow the horn for that, bro.
Yeah, hit the horn. Wait a damn minute, Glad. Who put him in charge of the horn? I think all 3 of us should have had a horn, bro.
Right, exactly.
You can't blow the horn empty comment, but empty take, brother.
Because I got the board over here. I can do that. I can do it.
Last, we gotta get up. We gotta get.
We gonna get a horn, man. Yeah.
He said healthy. I'll take Wentz over Goff every day, and Goff has had way more around him. Now I agree with Goff done had more talent.
Bam.
You know, I listen, and I'm gonna tell you, durability is part of stats. But when you're looking at dudes' attributes on Madden, durability is one of them. Okay, so I don't care. Like you said, oh, he injury prone or whatever. I mean, look, an injury killed Cam Newton's career, and
Man,
so
you can't do that.
Dick, thank
come
you.
on, man.
Come
It's
on,
part of the game.
man.
There is
Part
no
of the game.
workout plan you could do to. I mean, if you ain't strong enough at your rookie season, you bulk up in the off season. If you need to be faster, you do agility drills.
I done
to be
seen
accurate,
dudes-
you do skills drills. There is no drill or.
I done seen dudes choking
you can do
butts in
for
the NFL
durability, bro.
because they're not durable. Tishmega Biaka Batuka. I'm a dig for y'all because listen, hold on.
Bro, that's horrible. I'm gonna fall back, Les. I'm falling back.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So let's go to the schedule. And so listen, the Rams wasn't good enough to give me no PDF, so we got to look at the you know, the scrolling way. So they still got that NFC East.
Realistically, the guys that get hurt play harder. You know, they ain't out there trying to just go through it. Try not to plan not to get hurt.
All I know is this.
So give Bianca Patuga some credit, man. He put it all on the line.
What?
But your damn team, and you didn't like it.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he was unavailable.
That's a
If you
You
on
know what I'm saying?
if you on the
All they
exercise
care about
bike-
is wins. They don't care how it happened.
How
Then
it
they don't watch the game. They go watch the highlights. They spit it out like they don't watch the whole shit.
Listen, if you
You didn't watch the damn game. Watch Sports Center, bro.
Look. If you're on the exercise bike half the time, I mean, like I can't invest in you being on the exercise bike. That don't help me win. That don't get me yards. That don't get me catches. That don't get me touchdowns. That don't get me sacks. They don't get me yards.
Do you realize they play
Any
this game
positive
with
stat-
pads, helmets? They play it
any
with
positive
equipment.
stat that you
Something's
can
gonna
think
happen
of-
to you, bro.
Any positive stat that you think of, being on an exercise bike does not contribute to that. I'm just saying. It's part of the game. I'm just
And
saying.
again, injuries is a part of it also.
And once
That's what I'm saying.
again, we brought in the Carolina Panthers, and we talking about the NFC West.
I'm just saying. Okay, so
Trying
Steve
to
said-
straighten out and fold up all that garbage. Try to make it some type of art. That ain't art, bro. That's garbage. That's what it is.
Okay, so listen, he says, I get that. He started great, but hasn't gotten through a season. Foles saved today on more than one occasion, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Steve says Q sounds.
He had a knee injury. If he had just like a leg bruise,
He blew
would've
out his
played.
knee, man.
He blew his knee. Y'all cut it out.
He's the only
Man.
NFL player in history that ever had an injury like that, right? I know a dude who used to play for
The timing
Carolina
of it,
Panthers.
he wasn't gonna be back in time to
Listen,
play in the playoffs.
I
Thank
know a
God
dude-
for Foles, man. You know,
I
so
know a
that
dude
they-
who played for the Panthers who had 3 ACL surgeries. I'm just saying. So look, durability
Yeah,
is part
and
of
had
the
you
game.
gave up on him on the first knee blowout, you wouldn't even be talking.
Was he a quarterback?
It don't look. it's just
Was
part
he a
of the
quarterback?
game. It's just part of the game.
Come on, man. Let's keep
I like how all your references is to the.
to the Panthers.
It's the team
This
that I
is
know
not
the
the
best.
black and
Okay,
oh,
it's the team that I know the
gosh,
best.
dude.
All right? I'm just saying, right? You know.
Y'all about as relevant as the Washington professional football team and the Cleveland
my
Browns.
Lord.
You haven't won anything. You haven't won anything. You're just making references to old and injured players, man.
Woo. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Hit the damn horn, Q. What you
Hit the
doing?
horn, man. Hit the horn.
Okay.
There you go.
There you
Let's
go.
get to the schedule. Okay. We're talking about the Rams, right? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Rams, man.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's look at this.
What's the
NFC.
coach? I forget the coach's name over there.
NFC,
McVay. John McVay.
Oh man, they done
So-
figured McVay out.
Yep.
I'm figuring them out. It only took
Yep.
one season to
He
figure
was the
him out.
boy wonder a second ago.
Oh yeah. So listen.
But you know, his magic potion was having lax practices, days off. It showed in games, man. You guys are unprepared. Their pockets got real heavy, and they just like, okay, I'm gonna take advantage of this R&R day in the middle of the week.
So
They
listen,
didn't want to play, bro.
Okay,
I like-
wait. Stop.
Listen.
Big Q. Scroll back to week 6.
Okay, I see this. It's a Sunday night game. No, it's the afternoon game. Never mind. What about it?
Oh, okay.
It's against the
No, it
Giants.
was a different team on week 6. No,
Oh.
week 5. That's what I'm looking. What kind of logo is that?
It ain't no logo.
The W. They say the W stand for win, bruh. It's a dub.
I'm just saying.
So listen,
It's a dub, bruh. It's a dub. It's a dub.
look, I like
And that other shit was like loser written all over it, but a golden dub, bro. Come on, how can you not? How can you not like?
Gosh, that looks so.
How can that not rub off
so
on you,
high
boy?
schoolish, man. That's so high school, man.
How can that not rub off on you? How can that not make great culture a golden W?
Listen, and glass it gets worse because when the season starts, it won't even be the W. It'll just be numbers on the helmet. Just numbers, right? Anyway,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad they did what they did, but you knew this was coming, man.
A golden W, Glass. You gotta love it, bro.
All right, let's keep moving, man. Let's keep moving.
I like the Rams in their own division. I like them in their own division.
Whoa.
And listen, I like them against the NFC East as well. It's just when you talk about that.
Did you say you like the Rams in their own division that has the Seahawks and the 49ers?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Let's
Listen,
moving.
I ain't saying they're gonna run roughshod. I didn't say that, Glass. Now, I didn't say I didn't say they're gonna sweep the Niners or sweep the Seahawks. I said I like them.
Okay.
In their own division, I like them against the NFC East teams as well, and I also really like. Well, no, I don't. So I think what they're gonna run into the issue at is that they got the AFC East teams. I don't like them against the Patriots. I don't like them against Buffalo. What was the other one?
Sure.
I don't like them against Tampa either. I forgot Tampa was in there, right? I don't like them against Tampa. But everything else I like, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they might. I like them against Washington, right? I like them against New York. Look, that's 7 games. You know what I'm saying? Almost an 8. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's good enough. I mean, that's definitely not good enough for this division, but I like a 8. I'm gonna go even further. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna say 9-7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 9-7.
All right. Well, I'm looking at the schedule, and I always believe that defense travels, so that's a plus for them. Even though they do have Jared Goff, I don't think Jared Goff's gonna be messing up like he used to. They don't have Ty Gurley anymore. I don't know who they had.
Don't matter. When you're giving out R&R days in the middle of the week and have non-contact practices,
okay,
you spend $200 million on 2 players. I'm sorry, I go on and on.
Okay, I got them beating the Cowboys. Yeah, they beat the Cowboys. And Chelsea, you're my girl. I got them losing to the Eagles in Philadelphia. Looking down the schedule. Looking down, they get the Giants, they get Washington. I don't know. 49 Bears. They got a pretty nice schedule. Pretty easy. I ain't gonna easy schedule, but something that's comparable. I'm gonna go ahead and shock y'all. I'm gonna have them going. What? Nah, that's too. 10-6.
Nah.
Oh, okay. You wanna go above my mark? Okay.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay. Hey, Steve said Goff gonna give away 2 games by himself. And I believe that too. If he's available, if he's available, you know what I mean. So
I hear you.
The only way that they win 10 games in your case, Glass, and in your case, Q, they win 9 games. That Russell Wilson or the 49ers will have to fall completely off, and that ain't happening. So I don't know what did they go last year?
9-7.
Okay, you don't get better by subtracting Pro Bowl players. So nope.
That's what
they're gonna go 8-8. They're gonna go 8-8 and play to the draft, and they're gonna get the pieces that they need via free agency next year. They won't win the covered bowl. They ain't not gonna win the covered bowl. That's not happening. Okay. They won't even be in contention for it. So 8-8 for me.
Okay. Quoted by the Black Nostradamus over here.
8-8, bro. Well, listen, Russell and the 49ers will have to fall completely off, bro. And the 49ers are loaded. Russell Wilson, please. He did it with nothing. I'm not, and that guy, the 49ers, though, that Seahawks fan is here to see what we got to say. I'm not going to be like you, a whole bunch of BS, and then they come back. They come back to get us.
That man beat me down all year about
all year
about them Seahawks.
Rightfully so. though, man. You was straight disrespectful.
Right.
It's all good, man.
But I saw your logic, Q, because they didn't really have nobody there. We didn't know much about DK, and it was just
Right,
like
right.
it was a question mark. But the only thing that we didn't account for was how great Russell Wilson
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
Yo,
I agree.
my man said he felt disrespected. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I was like, oh my god. Okay, all right. So where we at? Glass, you
I
what
gave
was
mine
what did we have?
10-6. You had 9-7. JB had 8-8.
Yes.
Okay, all right then. Okay, so that leads us where to Seattle, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get it. Seattle Seahawks finished season 11-5, 3-3 in the division. Leading passer was Russell Wilson. Played all 16 games, 341 completions, off of 516 attempts for 4,110 yards,
Really?
31 TDs,
Y'all think
5 interceptions. Leading rusher was Chris Carson, 278 attempts for 1,230 yards, 7 TDs, 7 fumbles. Got to clear that up. Leading receiver Tyler Lockett, targeted 110 times, 82 receptions for 1,057 yards, 8 TDs, 1 fumble. Top defensive players is the defensive end Rasheem Green, 4 sacks. Defensive end Davian Clowney with 13 QB hits. Linebacker KJ Wright with 3 interceptions. Another linebacker with top interceptions.
what happened to
that?
Bobby Wagner? He was supposed to be anyway. He probably close second.
So, but and Clowney ain't there no more, right? Didn't he bounce?
No.
out? Is he going?
No.
Is he stay? Oh, okay.
No, he out there needing a job.
Okay. You know,
Bobby Wagner?
No, Clowney.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so listen,
Clowney's
you
still
know,
out there.
this is what I'm gonna say about these Seahawks. They are a very scrappy team. Like for them to be able to make stuff out of nothing and be able to kind of like surprise people, it's crazy to me. But the thing that on that stat sheet that jumped out the most, Glass, is Lockett. I don't understand how he can be targeted that many times, and then these defenses are not ready for that. Like that's too many targets for me.
Because
I'm
just
not
like
comfortable with that.
JB said, you got DK Metcalf on the other side. They didn't expect, so now they got
Right.
spread the
Yeah.
field. It did give Russell Wilson credit. I see him make some throws that like, how the hell they get up right there in his hand.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah. I mean, look, they scrappy. They scrappy, and they'll get into it with you. They got a never say die attitude. And again, I'm still very uncomfortable with that amount of targets to one wide receiver, and defenses are allowing that. That is unacceptable in my opinion.
Defenses are not allowed. They're trying not to let that happen. You got to take that.
Well,
and it's going down. It's going down. Okay,
it's
so credit to both. More so for Russell though.
Oh yeah. But that can't happen again. You can't go into and let him have them kind of put up them same kind of numbers 2 years in a row. That is unacceptable. And I feel like any defense that they run up against this season, if they ain't got that in the back of their mind, that's what they need to do to beat this team, take away that guy, then I don't know what they suiting up for. I don't know what they even play the game for, right? How you gonna let that man get that many? That's more targets than most people get in 2 seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's smallest, arguably the smallest guy on the team.
It's ridiculous.
In my opinion.
It's ridiculous, man. Seattle Seahawks says Seattle still waiting on another move, most likely Clowney or Griffin for edge rusher. Okay, Glass. They go to schedule, man. You know what I mean? What how many games they finished with last year? 10?
11-5.
11-5. Okay, so let's see here. From my perspective, I got Buffalo. I got Minnesota. I got Dallas. I got New England, Atlanta. Okay, let's go ahead and stomp out the Washington team. We'll go ahead and put them on there too, right?
Not the Golden Dubs.
Go get the Rams at least once. I think they're probably gonna sweep the Rams though, but we'll give them one against the Rams.
I agree.
Y'all hating on the Golden Dubs, man. It's gonna be serious this season.
The one that's giving me the hardest time is like this Philly game, which you know, that one is weird. The Minnesota game is a little, but man, that's. I mean, I can see 11-12 easy. San
11 and who?
Francisco, San Francisco. Now, it depends because San Francisco could stomp them out. Maybe like I don't know, but it's hard to tell what's gonna happen there. But I see I see like 10 or 11. I'm gonna go ahead and say 11.
11 and 5.
I'm gonna go ahead and put 11 down. Yeah.
All right. I say I'm just gonna throw it out there. I think they're gonna lose the first game to the Atlanta Falcons. We don't know what we got in Atlanta. It's gonna be a shocker. You're gonna have one upset in week 1. I'm just gonna put out there. I'm gonna put on that team. Other than that, they're gonna whoop them 1, 2, 3, 4 next 4 games. They got the bye week. If they come back playing the Cardinals, they're gonna whoop the 49ers. I think they're gonna lose to the Bills and lose to the Rams. Gonna whip the Cardinals. They're gonna sweep the Cardinals. Eagles, they're gonna have problems with.
Yeah.
They're gonna beat the Giants, Jets, Washington, and the Rams, and probably lose to the 49ers in the last game because they don't need it. I got them going 11 to 5.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. I kind of agree with most of that. That Falcons game, though, I don't know about that though, but you know what I'm saying.
That's fine.
Man, hey man, you don't miss an opportunity to hate, bro.
I don't. I'm just
You on time with it, bro. That's like it's impeccable timing.
Falcons get no love.
Hit the horn, bro. And it got the same effect if you ask for the horn. Anyhow, man, I believe they're gonna. I believe they're gonna go the same. I think 11 to get it done. I think I don't know if the 49ers lost the running back, but they got a whole lot of players over there. I just think that it came down to a few mistakes by Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
They could have won a division.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think Russell is the best quarterback in this whole division, hands down.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
What do you got? You got Kyler and Jared Goff and
yep.
Who's the other guy?
You got Pretty Eyes. What's his name? Google Berries. What's his name?
You got Kyler there. You got Jared Goff.
Google Berries. What's his name?
Oh, Garoppolo. So definitely.
Wait a minute. I feel kind of uncomfortable. We talking about pretty eyes. What the hell?
I tried to smooth right by that comment. Trying to go right on by. But anyway, I think Seattle they win it. I think 11 to get it done.
Okay, 11 to 5.
The Super Bowl hangover is real. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I agree. 11 to 5 across the board, y'all.
Yeah.
11-5. Oh, we agreed on that. I can't believe that.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Cool. All right. So that leaves us with. Come on, man. That's what they call that dude. I'm saying. I don't.
You ain't got to call him that. Not on this show, Q. We ain't doing that.
Wow.
Whoa. Seattle Seahawks 5-6-6-8 said Eagles have yet to beat Wilson since 2012.
I know. That's what it say. I seen that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Every time you mention a streak, you know how it is on the game. He ain't missed a kick in 7 games and missed a damn kick. So I would have held that to the week of.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Super Bowl runner-up was the San Francisco 49ers that went 13-3, went 5-1 in the division. Leading passer is Jimmy Garoppolo. He played all 16 games with 329 completions off of 476 attempts for 3,978 yards, 27 TDs, and 13 interceptions. Leading rusher, this is by committee. Raheem Mostert, 137 attempts for 772 yards, 8 TDs, 2 fumbles. Matt Breida played 13 games, 123 attempts for 623 yards, 1 TD, 2 fumbles. And last but not least is Tevin Coleman, 137 attempts for 544 yards, 6 TDs, no fumbles. Leading receiver was George Kittle, the tight end, targeted 107 times with 85 receptions for 1,053 yards, 5 TDs, 1 fumble. Top defensive players is defensive end Eric Armstead, 10 sacks, 18 QB hits. Top, Richard Sherman, cornerback, 3 interceptions.
Look at him, he's still contributing. Hey, but look at this though. Mostert was a monster, but is he still around though? Did something happen with him?
No, somebody picked him up.
Yeah, I think Mostert wanted a deal.
Yeah,
Plus, he in the crowded backfield, so he felt like he was ready to be somebody's number one.
Or is Breida gone?
I'm gone.
Yeah,
I think it's Mostert though. I think it was rumors of him wanting. I'm not real sure if he left or not.
I thought it was Mostert too. I thought it was.
Oh no, here we go. I got it right here. Niners traded Matt Breida.
Okay.
Jerick McKinnon back from injury. That's right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so they still got.
Damn, if they had him, it would have. That would have made a difference.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. So the 49ers, man, they showed out a little bit last year. I give them their props. But I'm gonna say this, Glass. I know how y'all always get on me about stuff that I be saying on this show. They had a Yellow Brick Road in front of them, man. It was pretty easy. Okay, just saying.
Oh, you talking about the schedule?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, look, I understand. Ain't no schedule in the NFL, quote unquote, easy, but sometimes the stars align, and you can rip off 8 or 9 games in a row like the 49ers did. You know what I mean? Like what I think was even more games than that in a row. Did they win like 10 in a row?
Yeah, they won like 10 or 11 in a row.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I mean, I still I'm not taking nothing from them. I still think they are pretty much still the team to beat in the NFC. I think. But man, they did have a yellow brick road in front of them, JB. I'm just saying.
Look, man, it was all about the running game, the style of running that they did. And then they lost the Super Bowl on a throw that it should have been made by any other quarterback that was used to throwing in clutch situations. He missed that pass, Emmanuel Sanders. They lost the game. That easy. And I think the Seahawks lost that division and fell behind 2 games against them head-to-head by 1 yard. Somebody got stopped at the touchdown didn't count. That swung the division. They went 5-1 in the division, right? They lost only to Seattle. Am I correct, class? Okay.
Correct.
So that game was close. That game came down to inches. So in my opinion, you don't go to the Super Bowl and lose it. Your passer is not that guy. Everybody knows if that situation come up again, Garoppolo won't rise to the occasion. It's that easy.
Yeah, so Seahawks 5-6, they say, look, y'all killed that 10 games in a row stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, hey, look, the 49ers, he said they won 8 until we beat them. So, hey, look, hey, do your thing, bro. I mean, look, that's why you're here. You're a fact checker. Make sure everything.
Man, 49ers will be 7-0 before they meet Seattle this year. Whoa. Look at the schedule. Ooh,
that's Panthers guy. You coming here dropping bombs, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, he might be right. I'm looking at the schedule.
Not why them Golden Dubs, right? Oh, they week 14. Not why the Golden Dubs on their schedule.
So let's
watch out, bro.
Let's analyze this. Let's see where Panthers got FSU was at. Okay, he got week 1 against the Cards. Okay, I agree with that. I can agree with the Jets. I can agree with the Giants. Okay, let's say I agree with let's for the sake of argument, let's say I agree with the Eagles. I'm definitely going with the Dolphins. I'm going with the Rams. Going with the Pats. He right. I gotta give him.
He right. Exactly. Right.
You know what I mean? And then what happens there, Glass? They are in Seattle. You know what I mean? And then they gotta face Seattle again at the very end of the season. So who get this one? It's a tide-turning game. It's in the middle of the season before they go on a bye week, I think. Is that right? I can't really tell from the schedule, but I think a
bye week is what, week 11?
Oh, it is week 11.
They play the Saints before the bye week, and they play the Rams after the bye week. That's going to be rough.
Yeah. So
y'all really think the 49ers going to beat Miami? Y'all think they're going to beat Philadelphia?
If anybody tripped them up.
Whoa.
Y'all think that they're going to beat the New England Patriots?
The 49ers?
Yeah.
Did you say the 49ers are going to beat the Dolphins?
That's what he said.
Write that down, Glass. Hit the horn, Q.
Listen. Whoa. Wait. Let me understand, JB. Did you say the Dolphins might beat
I did stutter, Glass. You heard it, bro. You think they're going to beat the Dolphins?
Wait. Okay, you're going to be last on this pick. I got to sit back and marinate on what you got.
Okay, please do.
Listen, I agree that if anybody tripped them up on that first 7-game stretch, it'll probably be Philly. But JB, you're confident though, right? Is that what you're saying?
Miami. Yes. Go
Who,
back and look at what they
are
doing,
we talking
man.
about Fitzpatrick?
Go and look.
Or whoever it is. You say quarterback.
Oh no. Two.
Oh, so that makes
okay.
it better.
No, just go look at the team. But
All right,
anyway,
man. Okay, listen. Yeah. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It might be a 5 game. No, it could be a 6. It could be 7. I'm gonna give them 7.
I give them 7. I
But
like them against the
before they
Pats too.
lose to the Seahawks.
Actually, I actually think they
don't
might be able to get
think-
the Seahawks right here.
Oh, okay. In
That's
Seattle.
early. In Seattle.
Okay. Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
Week 10, I'm gonna have them lose to the Saints in New Orleans.
Okay.
Payback. By week they're gonna lose to the Rams when they come back. They're gonna beat the Bills. Gonna beat Washington. I think the Cowboys gonna slip up in there and beat them. That's just me.
you give the Cowboys a better chance.
They're
Buffalo Bills.
gonna beat the Cardinals and they're gonna beat the Seahawks. I'm gonna have. They're gonna be
Sleeping on
11-5. They're gonna be 11-5, bro.
So you sweeping the Cardinals. You sweeping the Rams.
They split with the Rams.
Oh, you split with the Rams, and you splitting with the Hawks.
Yep.
See, I like the number,
11-5.
but I don't agree on the same games though. Like,
That's fine. That's fine.
because listen, you say Dallas, I say Green Bay, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean, right?
Green Bay. Who Green
Green
Bay
Bay.
have on defense?
Well, who Dallas got on defense? You know what I mean, right?
Duly noted. Okay.
But then again,
Check.
I don't know where Aaron Rodgers' head is at because I heard he feeling all some type of way because of
Yeah, he butt hurt because they drafted
right,
the
you know what
quarterback.
I mean, right? So I don't know. I like the number though. I think 11 is still where we at though, JB. What you think?
I think they're gonna go 9-7. I don't think they're gonna be Super Bowl hungover. They're gonna underestimate the Bills. They're gonna underestimate Cam Newton with the Patriots. They're gonna definitely underestimate the Miami Dolphins. They're gonna underestimate their own backyard, thinking that they're gonna get 2 games with the Cardinals and they end up splitting. They're definitely gonna split with. You better be careful not to get swept by Seattle. So the Golden Doves in Dallas, New Orleans, Buffalo, and the Dolphins is games that they definitely trap games for them.
I'm trying to figure out what you think gonna happen when the Niners go to Gillette and face off against Cam and the Patriots. What do you got in mind, Jay? Because
So tell me this: do you really believe? Who do they play in the Super Bowl?
who?
Kansas City Chiefs.
They play.
You think the Kansas City Chiefs defense showed they've been running over teams? They had the highest rushing totals, period. By committee or by one. I mean, I remember Mozart having a tremendous game one time.
Yeah.
And they all of a sudden that didn't work because Kansas City's defense is better. You think their defense is better than Buffalo? No. You think their defense is better than a lot of 7 fronts out there? No way. I'm just saying they got schemed up, and that's what happened to them. If they got to depend on Jimmy G to win the game, it ain't happening. We seen that one.
Okay.
All I'm gonna say is this: Kyle Shanahan, he does a great job during the
Kyle Shanahan run the thread
during the season. Playoffs is a whole different thing.
All right, so
not 9-7. They're gonna be close, but Seattle's gonna take that thing over.
So Seattle says 5-6 is hardly any offseason, no preseason. Some teams will come out the gate slow. Some go
Exactly. I agree.
Some strange
Like,
upsets. I don't know. Definitely the first
Week 1 is gonna be crazy if we even have
the first three weeks are gonna be interesting.
Okay.
So,
Go back and check Miami on your own time.
Yeah.
You're gonna be shocked. Check them out, man.
Okay, so
there's a reason why Tom Brady got out of there. Trust me.
oh, wow.
I agree.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, I still got them being the team to bring down. I'm trying to think of somebody else in the NFC that's gonna give them some real live competition besides whoever they playing in their backyard, which is Seattle. I'm trying to think. Tampa. Everybody say Tampa hot, but we'll discuss Tampa when we discuss Tampa.
They got hot names.
Yeah.
There you go. I agree.
So,
They got hot weather. I don't know about that squad.
but I don't know, Glass. Who in the NFC you got? I mean, unless they got to be Atlanta. Aries, you got to be tripping. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Hey, man, we don't know what Atlanta is right now.
We don't.
know.
I just got
Get
to
outta
say, there's gonna
here.
be a lot of upsets in week 1, and
Get
that
outta
might
here.
be one of them, man. What you tripping on?
Atlanta?
It ain't gonna be the damn Panthers. I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you that much.
Listen. The Panthers win 5 games, I'll be happy. But I'm just saying, if you look at the NFC South, the team to beat the Niners ain't in the NFC South. They're not. They're not there.
You just said that they will lose to the Saints. They are in the NFC South.
Yep.
Nah, I think it'll be somebody out there in the Midwest. It'll be the Vikings or the yeah.
But they don't play the Vikings. Who are we talking about?
We're talking about the NFC. I mean, the 49ers and who's formidable competition for them. And then
I think Atlanta. Come on, man.
I can talk about Atlanta. Man, please, Atlanta better, Okay, anyway. So what's the?
I mean, hey, it's still on point, man. You're gonna end up in the book, bro.
You're gonna end up in the book. Listen, I would never forgive the people of Atlanta for how they treated me in 2015. I would never.
You shouldn't have carried your ass down there. Should have went down. How you gonna bring your 14-0 team, your 15-0 team down and thinking that it was gonna be sweet? And then when they got you, you think they was gonna talk nice?
Listen, they had their grandma. Listen, I don't even want to revisit it. Anyway, what we at? But they never gonna get no love from me. And Aries, listen, it's all love between us. But your team, though, I can't do it. Where we at? Let's button this thing up. Where we at?
Oh man.
Hold on. Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Right,
You sure?
Okay, letting the shots pop. Come on, man. Hey, they must have scarred you for life down there, bro.
Yo, I ain't been down there since. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh. All right, man. So I guess we got Seattle Seahawks winning the division.
I do.
So.
Okay, I do too. 49ers coming in second.
What did we say? What did we say Seahawks had?
11-5.
11-5 straight across the board.
We did get 11-5. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool, yeah.
Next, San Francisco 49ers.
Yep.
Then Los Angeles Rams, and of course they're gonna end with the bottom dweller Arizona Cardinals.
Sound like a plan. That sound right to me. Seattle, they lining up for another run. I'm saying I don't know.
Hey, the Arizona Cardinals didn't do nothing to cut that 40 sacks in half, so they gonna probably be more.
Yeah,
and plus, Kyle like to add little plays too, so that didn't help. Anyway, let's close it up, bro.
Don't sleep on the man, please.
Hey, listen,
tell Panther guy FSU 23. Y'all smoking pipes around there, man.
First of all,
don't sleep on the Panthers. I'm snoring, bro.
Chill out, man. We ain't seen what Teddy Two Gloves got yet. Okay, we'll talk about that. We going back to the AFC.
Teddy Two Gloves. Okay.
Teddy Two Gloves.
Hey, print that. Put that on the shirt.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna write that down. Yeah. Teddy Two Gloves. Okay.
Listen, we going back to the AFC next week, right?
What we gonna do?
We going to NFC.
Yeah.
So who was it? AFC. Let's go south. Let's do the Texans and Titans and them.
Cool.
Good. Because I can bash them guys. They beat me.
Yeah, let's do that. So we'll do that, and that'll be what we'll do next week. Anyway, thanks everybody who came out tonight. We definitely appreciate it. Aries for jumping in on Twitch, man. Definitely appreciate that. Steve for jumping in on Periscope. Definitely appreciate that. Seahawks, you was here first, bright and early, man. Definitely appreciate all of that. Panthers got FSU jumped in. Hey, man, y'all guys are way ahead of. Like, listen, if y'all digging the show, man, and y'all liking what we're doing, y'all know how this goes. Make sure you like the smash that like button. Share the video on your socials, man. Let everybody know that we got a cool little podcast going on over here. And also, man, if you want to, you can also tell people if they want to listen to the audio versions. Audio versions are on all your favorite podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, all that good stuff. Anyway, JB Steve. Go ahead and put yourself over for the fans, man. Go ahead and do it.
All right, cool. Thanks for everybody for coming out. And the lone guy on Twitch, Aries, man, a long-time supporter. Appreciate you. Short and quick, because we kind of running over. You can always find me here on Wednesday nights on Twitter as Raven Shogun.
Yes, I love it. And My main man, the Sage Sports Glass. Go ahead and let them know how you feel about it, bro.
All right, man. I appreciate everybody joining in on the show. Chelsea, I see you later, girl. Thanks for jumping in. Seattle Seahawks 5668. Panther God FSU 23. Who was Aries and Steve? Appreciate y'all, man. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be here. You don't see me here with my bros. Right here. You can catch me on all the social networks. Twitter, Sage of Sports 1. Of course, let me put it up there. Instagram, Facebook, these Sage of Sports. Yeah. And until next week, I'll see y'all later.
All right, y'all. It's been real, and we'll catch y'all next time, man. Y'all have a good one. Lord willing, we'll be here next week. Peace.
Peace.
Okay, we can hit stop on that.